All right, and we are live streaming to my thousands of fans out there.
Hello, world.
Exactly. We go there. Okay. Ready to fly.
Oh, Nolan.
Is that the DT-808 cry of distress I hear there?
No, not from me. I ended up going the AS33 on the promise of sexy new liveries.
Ah, okay.
But I like the 808. I think I'll take that next one. Just to mix it up a little bit.
Why not? Bit of variety.
They got a functioning McCready system in that 808 yet.
Yes, and it's actually
Yes.
it is, and it's quite good actually.
Okay. If they got that, I might go back to it.
A lot of work has been going on by Captain Jack Bilbo, the guy who started the mods for the main nav computer for the Discus.
Yep.
So yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah, the Discus is first class now that it's got the new nav computer.
Yeah.
But still, no McCready. I'll check out the DT-808 and see if its McCready works nicely.
Okay. Anybody else's tug just nose into the cliff at the end of the runway?
That's why I
No.
take the tug. Take a winch launch. The winch is halfway up Mount Beauty.
Yeah, I always just use the winch now.
Okay. Let's see.
I went as far as to go back to the main menu and select the placeholder, launch myself.
Yeah.
Let's
Now,
see
has
if we can get the
anybody
engine running.
Has anyone tried winch launching with ballast in a glider in real life?
No.
No.
Can be done.
Yeah, I tried it once with 40 kilos of ballast in the glider, and it didn't really work all that well. It got airborne, and the glider flew very well. When I got to the ground, the guy said, "Don't even do that again." He said,
Wow.
over rev to hell, it was valve bouncing to get it up in the air. And also with a cable brake, I really fancy my chances too well.
No.
Just cuts out that margin, doesn't it, on a winch launch?
Yeah.
Because you're just so much heavier. And
Yep.
in all seriousness, the same goes for, a fully ballasted ship against a tow plane. So
Yeah, you just feel much more secure doing that. Because you've got far, far less chance of a cable brake or rope brake or anything like that. In 10 years flying in a club that did aero tow, I saw 2 incidents. And they weren't even serious. They were just like, oh yeah, a bit annoying. But everybody was happy and safe. Whereas winch launching. Anyway, we're going public, so gliding is fun.
Yeah.
We really wish we were doing it in real life, and genuinely I do. What time's the gate opening?
I don't think there is an open time on the gate, is there?
Well, it's 7:30 now, so I'm starting.
somebody fell out.
Do some light first.
Paradude.
He was having trouble with his voice and
Right.
problems. Yeah.
Yeah, he was on Saturday as well. Saturday flight.
Yeah.
I think he can hear us, but he can't talk.
Yeah.
Are you guys starting, eh?
Yeah, I'm heading for the start gate. Just want to lose some height first of all. Let's see if I
Oh.
can. No, I
Yeah.
won't burn
Yep.
that off with speed. No, mind you. Maybe. Task started.
Okay, yeah.
Some more lift.
Hey, Poundy.
Hello, hello. Like Paradude's on his way in the air.
Yeah.
I look, I'm the only one that started so far.
CCA pilot is on the back of you, so I'm thinking
Oh,
he
yeah.
started as well.
I can
Just
just
started
see
behind your way.
his glider in my nav screen.
Oh, you
Fast
must
for
have only
lift.
just made it.
I only just made it 5842 feet.
Yeah, I seen you
5810.
diving. I saw you diving across the line. That's all.
Yeah. I had to drop air brakes, so yeah. Oh well.
Yep.
Yeah, I did as well, but it looks very sparse for lift out on course.
That's the problem with hitting only one thermal in the pre-start. You don't really know how strong, or
Yeah.
I guess in
Yeah.
real life. In real life you don't, but hey, in the sim I can bet the next one's going to be about 10 knots like it was.
Well, you want to hedge your bets a little bit. Put in half the strength of the first thermal you got. Your McCready. So you don't go redlining yourself into the dirt.
Is the meal up?
Yeah, he was up when I left.
Okay.
He was in the air. He looked like initially he was struggling a bit, but then he got some decent lift. That's not thermals. I just got a few bubbles of lift there, and I'm thinking, not thermals.
Remind yourself.
Yes.
Not strong enough. Not strong enough.
I was
Strong
looking at
enough
it
to-
on the task. I was looking at it on the task planner, and I thought, oh, it's going to be hard in the LS4 with all the trees.
Yeah.
But if I keep this up, it's going to be hard in this thing too.
Yeah, Yeah, first leg I'm not flying at anything
Super
too
fast,
fast. About 80.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm chicken.
Yeah, a bit faster, Bounty. Trust
it's
me.
a good policy.
Trust me. Oh, okay.
Gonna
As I
turn-
outland.
No, you won't.
Turn
Bob.
McCready down a bit.
Follow Bob.
He's just blown past me.
Is it VR Flybob?
Yep.
On beginner's luck again.
Still on.
I'm following you guys. I'm at the back somewhere.
No, you're not. You're in front of me. You might be in the back of the leader's gaggle, but you just flew past me.
Someone's gaining on me. I'm only in front because I started earlier.
I always forget to start my recorder.
Now there's the thing. I got some flight path as recommended in this group, and I told it to start on Windows Startup.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out that it records my Reno racing tracks, and it records my glider flights, and everything else that I choose to fly. So I really like it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Then you can drop it into B21's task planner with the task and run it, see where you made mistakes and all the rest of it. It's great. Just wish I'd done it earlier.
Yeah, it's FlightSim Path, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's in flight
Yeah, I've
path.
got
Yeah, it's great.
FlightSim Path.
Oh, yeah, I've got that
Absolutely
too.
great. Easy, simple, nice to use.
Ben, I can't see you on screen. You've got a problem with the server.
Oh, okay. Maybe. Let me.
I can see Paradude. I can't see.
Okay. So that explains it. I went right across the nose of your glider before when I said hi, Poundy. So.
Oh right, no.
You guys obviously can't see me.
No.
Are you on the right server?
Looking more
If you
promising.
can see me, you must have been. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, there's somebody a bit low and fast.
That's our novice Bob.
He's on your tail. He's following you.
CCA C172. What's your
That's
name
Greg.
again? Greg.
Greg.
Yeah.
Greg.
Oh, great,
yeah.
sorry. Great, sorry.
Oh,
He's
playing
our
very
task
conservative.
setter.
Yeah. So maybe he's flown it half a dozen times and knows where to go.
Well, I've done it a few times. Let's put it that way.
Oh, I think I just saw Ben appear on my little nav screen.
Yeah, I'm out to your 3 o'clock, I think.
And I see Greg climbing like a bloody
Homesick Angel.
homesick angel. Like a bubble in a bath.
It's the advantage of creating a task, fellas.
Yeah.
Well, we'll follow you.
No.
Yeah.
Don't follow me.
Well, somebody found out at his great cost not to follow me on one of the tasks. I managed to scrape out of the hole.
Yes, I've led people astray, I'm sure, and I apologise.
I'm not finding the same thermal.
It's almost right on the point, mate.
Where's this damn cloud? I've got a whole 1.5 meters per second.
Let's just start.
Too busy looking for the lift. I missed the gate entirely.
Oh no.
Oh no!
I can see you, Bob.
Yeah, but he hasn't started the task. Is the problem?
Oh, no, I started the task. I just missed the second gate. That's all.
Oh, the second gate. Oh, right. Okay, cool.
You got to find a thermal somewhere around here.
If you're running the new AS33, and if you go past VD, it'll flag it in the task results, so it'll come up red saying that you've exceeded the limits. So just be careful of that.
Okay.
At any point, do you need is there a threshold? If it's 5 seconds, 1 second, a minute?
I
Do we
have
know?
no idea.
There is a threshold,
Yeah.
but it's being held close to chests, so people
okay.
don't try to
Push it.
game it. So, yep.
Yeah, so if you try and dolphin and you exceeded a number of times, I think you're gone.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Not a bad thermal here.
Oh,
10.5, 11.
Yeah.
Everyone seems to
Yeah.
have a different thermal.
Yeah, I just changed directions to join you, and this thing we seem to have the same one.
Yeah, good.
I'm trying to follow
Yeah.
Greg and got nothing. Then did my own thing, but I'm clearly in a different thermal to the rest of you. But I'm not caught yet. A long way off the call.
Wayne, your mic is really low. I can't hear you.
Hang on. I just realised I
That's
pushed
better.
it
That's
away
better.
from my mouth so I could cough, and then forgot to bring it back.
That's all right.
Yeah, I was saying I've got a different thermal to everybody else, and I tried to follow Greg and got nothing.
What time setting did you have when you started?
Minutes past the hour.
Okay. Shouldn't matter
That
too much.
thermal is right on the right over the runway, actually.
Fucking antivirus program decided to pop up a screen in front of me. guys that have climbed really, really well.
Pretty much at cloud base. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, yeah. I'd be very happy with cloud base. I can see the lifted condensation level, but not quite there yet.
It's a big gap, this.
Yeah.
Looks it, doesn't it?
That's why I want to have a lot of height before I set off on the next waypoint. Oh, now I've got it. 5 meters per second.
That's the one.
That's what you want.
Has anyone flown around here in real life?
No, but I have set other tasks around here.
Oh yeah.
For the Friday group, which is Saturday in Australia. But it was ridge lift. And there is a Mount
Oh.
Beauty Gliding Club, I believe. There's guys
Yeah,
that
yeah,
work there
absolutely
told
there
me
is.
that they've come
Yeah,
across
but-
guys doing a crazy thing with an aeroplane with no engine. They shoot it like it's on a catapult into the sky. And I said, "Ah, you beauty!
Get me some of that.
Give me
Well,
some of
banana-
that. I want it."
Vanille's not that far away either, I don't think.
For me to get here to Mount Beauty is probably a 7-hour drive.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's around the mountains. It's around the outside, around the outside. No direct way to get there. Because you can't drive straight line from where I live to here. It's just mountains and bush in the way.
Not many places in Australia where you can go straight lines.
No. And nowhere where you can get anywhere fast.
Very true.
Very low speed limits in this country.
Oops, I think Mohammed Elb just crashed his Airbus 310 and slewed back up.
Okay. Yeah, I was watching him. I was using him as a reference when I first started thermaling until he started crossing the sky at speed.
I'll see that. 2,000, 1,000. He's going in.
I've lost him now. Oh yeah, there
he
he's
is.
popped
Oh,
back on.
he's just gone in.
Okay, back up.
He's
6,000,
climbing.
7,000. He's climbing
Oh,
again
now
on
he is.
9. Yep, and he's in the ground again. Even his name
Maybe,
just descended
maybe-
below the hill line.
Gee,
maybe you should get a 172 or something.
Yeah, practice.
Very pretty deep at the moment. Oh no, he's up again.
Yeah, slewing.
It's a tricky plane to fly. Has anyone ever done?
What, in the sim? Yeah,
the A310. Yeah.
I haven't tried that one, but I've flown the A320 and I absolutely hate the thing. It does its own thing.
A lot harder.
You ask it to do something and it does its own thing.
Speaking of planes in the Sims, anybody picked up the Caribou or the Antonov?
Yeah, I got
No.
the Caribou straight up.
Yeah.
I've,
I'm very tempted. Go on.
I worked on all of the Caribou in the Australian. I wasn't in the Air Force, but I helped maintain
Nice.
when they were alive.
I think they had a few at Richmond, didn't
Yeah,
they? Ugly looking bloody thing, but very versatile.
yeah, slow and noisy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they're pretty ugly.
Noise converter.
I have to say they're in the sim they land and stop very quickly. I'm not sure that that's real to life, but from what I've seen,
no,
people land them on a dime and stop.
If they do stop pretty quick.
Yeah, they really are a short takeoff and landing aircraft. So yeah, totally get it.
And it's a big aircraft too. It's like the size of a Dash 8. It's huge.
Okay, that is big. She's now been totally left behind.
I like the fact that they've done a good job on the avionics and making it a reasonably complex aircraft for, even though it's, the cost is relatively low. So yeah, from that perspective, if that was what my gig was, I would absolutely imagine buying it, but that's not my gig.
It's a bit like the DC-3. It's all steam gauges. Like, you really need to fly it, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it lacks an autopilot, doesn't it?
I think so, yeah.
I fly the DHC6 a bit, and there's, some of the versions of that have an autopilot, which is handy. I don't mind flying steam, but on a long flight, it's nice to be able to turn something on.
Yeah.
It then, if the flight's too long, it becomes too monotonous, and it becomes, not a flight that you would plan. So.
Yeah.
Precisely. Some of the fun, most of the fun, I think, is in setting up and, taxiing and manoeuvring and take off. The cruise is boring.
Yeah.
And all the fun begins when you start your descent. Especially on FlightSim. I don't know if you guys fly FlightSim at all, but that can get fairly complex. If you don't do the right thing, it's a bit intimidating.
No, I don't fly FlightSim.
No. I went on the Microsoft fly-in.
Oh yeah.
There's some technical dudes on there. They're doing everything right. I'm going, man, I'm in the wrong place.
What's your gamer tag? I'm never accepting a friend request from you.
And you,
I've done all those IFR approaches and things to the book and thought, yeah, you know what? Actually quite boring. Done the star and the SID, or the SID and the star, that's the correct way around. Standard instrument departure out of Melbourne, then standard terminal arrival at Adelaide, and done the ILS approach and the whole damn thing. Got the charts out of what's the website? There's a website, Australian government website. You can get all the approach
Air
rates.
Services Australia.
Yeah, that's the one. Yep, I've got them all.
I've still got an old Ursa that I use. They're probably rare as hen's teeth now.
See, everybody's heading off to the Albury waypoint now.
Yep, for
Yeah,
Poundy,
I-
who's topping up.
I should have
Yeah.
grabbed some more hide, I think.
Good policy, Brett. Yeah, with the thermals this far apart, I think I might just leave my McCready on too.
Nice place to fly, Greg. Good choice.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
It is a nice place.
Pretty-
Yeah,
The lake, I love the lake. The lake's fantastic.
lovely place.
If they ever bring out a Saab 340, I'll get that because I've got fond memories. I always used to fly into Albury in a Saab
Nice.
from Melbourne or Sydney. It's just a wonderful plane. I recently flew one in the Cook Islands as well. It's just a favourite of mine. Brilliant little aircraft. It's missed up in this. I think a lot of people will enjoy it.
After strange shots in between. Yeah.
Everybody noticed the nav display has got the two task time and average speed so far.
Yeah.
Like we were talking
Task
about,
time,
Ben,
yeah.
how
Yep.
mine didn't have.
Yeah, task time and task
Yeah.
speed. Yep.
Yeah, it's got them, and it's got them in the middle of between the two top buttons, the AI thermaling and the center of the plane.
Oh yeah, nice. Okay, I can see that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm also topping up at the waypoint, Holbrook.
Good idea. It's very blue for the next 30 k's or so.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting 5 meters per second, so you're getting that, you don't say no to it.
Not at all.
Thank you. I'll have as much of that as I can get.
Oh, my best thermal was before the start. I haven't had a good one since. Maybe I'm too low.
My start thermal.
How high are you now, Peter?
62.
Yeah.
Like I'll probably make it, but
What McCready setting are you using?
I turned it back to 3. I was on 4.
Yeah, you could probably go between 2 and 3. That's fine.
Take a deep shot. So how long's Sim update away? A couple of weeks now, isn't it?
Wasn't there a delay? I thought so. I thought they were aiming roughly the middle to late March,
Oh, okay.
and I thought they'd said that there was a delay, but I can't remember how long. It was, may have only been weeks. Don't know.
Yeah, I thought it got pushed out 2 weeks to end of March.
Right.
I
there
think
you go.
I think I read that somewhere.
Well, I've read that it's going to be faster loading times too. Is that true?
Yeah.
That's one of the things they were again trying to optimize.
That's great.
Only if it works.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
I did see a video today doing a side-by-side load time comparison, and it was about I think it normally took 1:40 and it was down to 1:15 or something like that. So substantial.
That's good.
Yeah, I think we should do a test. I think everyone's PC is going to be different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, to a degree.
And I think it depends on how much extra add-ins that you have.
How big your community folder is, and
That's it. Yep.
how many presets are in your preset folder.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I normally delete.
I've been leaving my detritus around, so I might have to do a cleanup.
Are you talking weather presets?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, geez, I've got to do a cleanup. I've got dozens and dozens of the things.
And I'm pretty sure most of the task files I've cleaned up anyway, but because I just normally delete them out of my downloads folder and load them straight out of there when I want them.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I do, yeah.
And it just seems silly to have to put them always into the the weather presets into a specific directory. It'd be nice if they allowed you to pick that from anywhere on your file system.
Yeah, you know what's the weird thing is that it picks up the name that's inside the weather preset file and compiles the thing from there.
Yes.
So there's some deep reason why it can't. If you just rename a weather preset file, you won't be able to find it under the name that you renamed it to. You know, like in the Windows edit box, you've actually got to go in and change the name in the file.
Yep.
In the text file, which to me says there's something deep going on with compiling those things.
Yeah, they definitely load them only once. That's the reason why you got to exit the sim, and so it parses every single one, pulls out all those names. Yeah.
Yes.
That's a huge overhead, you'd think.
Yeah, and that stores it all in memory as well. It must
Yep.
do. Yeah, so, yep, you're right. It compiles the whole damn lot, everywhere the preset you've got. Puts them in a list. Which, I don't know, doesn't seem very efficient from a programming point of view.
Nope.
Hello.
Hello.
Is that Emil? Emil?
No,
Is that you?
still not working.
Still not
That'd be
working.
frustrating, eh?
Oh. Emil's awfully low.
Oh yeah. He's still a fair way back too, but looks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a jet plane coming past me.
Oh yeah.
QLK 2209 going underneath me. I've got the live traffic, the FSTL live traffic plugin,
Okay.
It's very good.
It doesn't seem to slow it down at all either.
No, and it puts all the liveries on the aircraft.
Yeah, I love it. It's great. Great little bit of freeware.
Is there much work to get it up and running?
No. Fly-by-wire, go into there, you install it. It installs the script and sets it all up, and you can turn it on or off, but I think it stays on by default. When you restart your Windows, it automatically starts the script in the background. So I've not had to restart it for several weeks now. And so when you pull into, well, actually what I'm seeing around here is all of the live domestic traffic. Obviously, just that it's daylight.
Did anybody take a detour to the south, approaching
Yes.
Albury,
Yeah.
Slightly, yeah.
just to get that cloud?
It's not great, but you can actually just pull up into it and just ride your green needle through it.
Yep, that's the plan. That is the plan.
Yeah, I think that's Lake Hume, the one south. Camped there a couple of nights in my van.
Nice.
Jeez, my favourite car has come back home. The wife has just said a different car. We've got a neighbour who's got a noisy bloody car, and she's got the habit of starting it up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to work. She milks cows for a living. One of her jobs.
I thought they had machines for that today. One.
Yeah, but you still got to get the cows in there and put the thing on the udders and all the rest of it, so it's not completely hands off. And check
Yeah,
that
nice.
it's not trying to suck milk out of a dry cow or something like that. Well, I've got a nice altitude sustained for a few kilometers there, and I can see you guys on my nav screen again. Anybody been to Beechworth?
Where?
Beechworth, one of the waypoints. It's next one after Albury.
I haven't, but
No.
it's apparently it's quite the good tourist destination.
It is a good tourist destination. Nice little
What's
place.
there?
Not a hell of a lot. There's an old lunatic asylum,
Oh, yeah.
which you can take, and apparently it was quite horrendous. You know, old school, real old school lunatic asylum. And they had a list of what you could be committed for on the wall outside, and pretty much they could do anybody for anything. You could even get your wife committed if she argued with you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, nice.
Probably going to be the other way around.
Yeah. Need a break for the weekend. Get it committed.
I think it's quite an active mountain biking tourist destination now.
Okay.
A lot of these Victorian high country towns have tried to do the similar sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Midder is pretty cool. That's north of you, but that's pretty cool as well. You can get
But
on
you
these. You get on these inner car inner tubes and float down the river. It goes for about 20 k's.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, nice.
You just float down this river and have beers and whatever you do.
Yeah, there's a nice little river and a lake there as well at Beechworth.
Oh, yeah.
Nice canoeing, and you can do a bit of sailing. The lake's not big enough for major sailing, but there's a nice little river there as well.
Well, I'm kind of surprised that you haven't been up that way, Ben. There's some excellent trout rivers.
The Midder is renowned as being a great fly fishing destination. You're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
One of these days.
Bucket list. Take your mountain bike.
Yeah.
And your trout rods.
That's not a bad looking thermal you got there, Greg.
Yeah, I know where they are there. Just go off track a bit, all right? Trust me.
Okay.
What did I say, Bounty?
I will follow.
You did say trust you, but still yet to be proven whether that was
Anybody
good or
says,
not.
Trust me, I'm immediately suspicious.
Albury's a pretty big airfield.
I've only ever seen Albury from the highway. Big town, it's spread out.
It is.
Mm.
It covers Albury and Wodonga, which straddle the Queensland, Victoria, New South Wales border, and caused major problems because there's people who work in Victoria and live in New South Wales and vice versa in Albury, Wodonga, and with COVID, no government knew what the hell to do with it.
Yeah, it was always on the news, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I think they got really stupid about it too.
No, they had to move the border. That was the only sensible thing to do.
Yeah, that was the same as Queensland and Byron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
'Cause
well,
everyone at Byron worked in Gold Coast. You know?
yeah. Or Coolangatta Airport. Half the airports in New South Wales and half in Queensland. Oh, what are you doing daylight saving? Because Queensland no Queenslanders here.
Nope.
They're a bit backwards and don't have daylight saving.
Oh, the cows, mate. Cows.
Yeah, and the curtains and the chickens.
I mean, it's interesting times, but you look back and you think how crazy it was because, you know, you're up in the air flying to Perth, which was open, so from Sydney, and then in the air they made a decision to lock down Perth or WA while you're in the air, and as soon as you get there you have to go into isolation for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Jesus
nice.
Christ, that was ridiculous.
Or people stranded in New South Wales couldn't get back to their homes for months.
Yeah, well, it happened in New Zealand as well. Like people went there for a holiday and couldn't get out.
Yeah.
I think we've learned a lot. Well, I hope we've learned a lot.
This was a pretty tough time for a lot of people, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
And, you know, Ben, we were pretty lucky living where we are because we had free reign of the river.
Oh, absolutely. I was over the moon with it.
It was, you know, I was down there all the time. I actually rang up the police because a mate of mine wanted to go camping with a client. And I said, well, we'll go down the creek and have a camp down there. And I said, I'll just ring the police and find out. And I said, are we allowed to go down to the creek and have a camp? And he said, yes, just don't have an orgy.
Oh, so I had to cancel the trip.
Yeah.
oh. That takes all the fun out of it.
Yeah. He said, yeah, go for it. Go have some fun. Okay. You know, and yet my mate in Blacktown, he couldn't leave his house.
Yeah, we were pretty lucky. Pretty large LGA.
Yeah.
You put these tiny little waypoints in.
They're annoying, aren't they?
Oh,
No,
man.
they're all airports, you know, just in case you need to outmate it so that you don't have to.
Yeah,
Kind of
Yeah, you
waypoint.
just need to make the dots a bit bigger, that's all.
No, they're. How do I make them 250 metres? That's. Yeah. Is that more?
No,
No.
a kilometre,
Yeah.
maybe 2 kilometres. That's okay.
Nautical mile. I think the
Suck it
FAR
up.
says a nautical mile in diameter for your waypoint,
Yeah.
your
no,
turn
I
point.
was going
You
for
make it-
accuracy.
You're testing us all.
Yeah, I'm testing you all.
Yeah, I've set tiny little waypoints as well, usually right on the peak of a mountain.
Yeah. So you got to
Yeah.
crest it. You can't.
gotta
You can't
summit
just
it.
scoot it.
No, you got to summit it, and with a minimum altitude on it. Which is
Yeah, exactly.
usually 50 meters higher than the peak.
Yeah, the
I
one on
do
Saturday.
believe-
The one on Saturday, you had to go in a valley, in sync,
Yeah,
to turn the turn point, and it had a specific height. And a lot of people would fly in the valley, no height, have to come back out in sync, then climb, go back in.
was
Took
that
a few people a while.
a waypoint called Trap?
I couldn't recall.
Was that the celebrating New Zealand task?
It was the New Zealand task, yes.
Yeah. That trap, yeah, you had to approach it high up, and because it was a big waypoint, I managed to get some height, and I went around trap in lift on the western side of the waypoint.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I put up a couple of screenshots of trap from a long way off, because when I saw trap, I thought, no, there's something funny going on here.
There's a good one here, Poundy.
I'm in 10, so.
Yeah, 11.4.
Just falling off the back of it.
Ben's above us.
Well, I think I'm catching up rather well.
I see Emil's got some height now, so he'll
Ah,
maybe
great.
too far.
Yeah, nice. He's got good
12,
height.
yeah, nicely.
Yeah, nice altitude. Hey, concentrate on that needle.
Hey, Emil, if you can hear us, there's a good lift after the Albury turn point, so you might be able to catch up.
It's slightly left of track, but it's there.
Definitely worth diverting for.
Yeah.
Not turning that. Stayed at 5 meters a second for 5 seconds. Yeah, I might post a photo of that sign outside the Beechworth Nut House up somewhere. You can see the vast array of things that you could be committed for. Might be brave enough to up that McCready a little bit now.
And so, Ben, what's your weapon of choice when you're fishing?
Oh, mate, I normally I'll start with either a double nymph or a dry dropper. Copper John normally does the trick. but it depends. If you're seeing anything feeding off the surface, then go straight for that. But everyone has a temptation to go and start with a dry fly because the takes are so spectacular. But
Yep.
hate to say it, the nymphs are the way to go. Although I actually went out a couple of months ago up in the Blue Mountains on these private rivers and started fishing a woolly bugger. So just some streamers, and caught as many fish on the streamer as I did on the nymph and the dry. So that was equally successful.
And what weight rod?
I've got a selection. Up there, a 4-weight's ideal. I fished the Janolan a year or so ago on a 2-weight, and that was hilarious. Otherwise, if I'm going up around Thompson's Creek Dam, a 5 or a 6-weight.
Right. There's some big fish in there, mate.
Oh, there's some horses in there.
Cart.
That's it.
See,
Yeah, caddy,
you've got a golf cart with all your rods in it.
give me the 7-weight.
Cool. Yeah.
Look, I will normally take just one with me. It depends on what river I'm going to.
Well, I can tell you from my experience with keeping fish that I just have to throw a fly into the fish tank and it usually doesn't even make the surface of the water.
Yeah.
They love flies.
And watching a 3 or 4 pound trout take a dry fly off the top of the water right in front of you is just spectacular.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about palm-sized angelfish going after flies and stuff like that. I've got a whole bunch of you in sight on my nav computer. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Somebody appeared in a... I think it was an Aramaki for a few seconds and vanished again.
Ghost plane.
Oh, hang on, we've got an Eric in an AS-33 ME. He looks like he's starting at the airfield. Eric, if you can hear us, welcome, buddy.
Come along, Eric. Come join the fun.
He's not in Discord.
No.
But good on him for finding us and finding
Yeah.
the course and finding roughly the time.
Well, I've got
Where's
a
our New Zealand
screenshot.
friend?
Blake.
I've got a screenshot, and I'm going
Lever.
to send him a friend request. Where's our New Zealand buddy? I don't know. He was having hassles with his joystick, like real hassles.
Yeah,
and he
and-
also said that they'd been flooded. New Zealand was getting
Yeah.
hammered again
Yeah.
by the weather. So
He's in Auckland or something. Yeah.
North Island, yeah. So it might have finally caught up with him.
Yeah, for all the hassles that he had last week, I was hoping he'd be able to put all that behind and come again.
Yeah,
I saw
yeah,
him.
but-
I saw him posting for friends to come fly with during the
Yeah.
week. So
Yeah, but he
I assume it wasn't all bad.
yeah, he hadn't fixed his joystick. That's the problem. Or got a new one. Sounds like he should just trash that one and get a new one. There's our M339,
Yeah.
and he's got a mate with him now as well.
Yeah.
Cool. He might come and visit us.
I don't know where they are.
Oh, it could be hundreds.
That's the real problem with the sim, right?
Yeah.
It'd be great if they just said this is the altitude at plus X kilometers,
Yeah.
miles, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, FSX used to have that.
Did it?
It used to, yeah, it used to
Yeah.
like scroll through, tell you what plane it was, height, and then distance.
Awfully blue to Beechworth and beyond.
Yeah, you need that lift at Albury. That's for sure.
Yeah, I took it as high and as hard as I could get. I think I'm turning my McCready back down again a bit.
Looks like there's a gaggle at the very tiny centre of the Beechworth.
Yeah.
As our newbie Bob is continuing to kick everybody's butt and scorch past.
Yeah.
He's got a citation. He's just changed the name of
Yeah.
How much altitude have you guys got? I can't see you.
6,800 feet.
Behind you at 68.
Okay.
I'm still going to convince the Reno racing crowd to race gliders around the biplane track with engines out.
Oh, yeah.
I did it the other day and it's quite a lot of fun. But it was just me. I need a few others to race with. There's one of the guys.
Wonder if that guy's on.
Yeah.
Wonder if that guy's on YouTube.
Yeah, I think he is.
There's one of the guys in the Reno race group that's really good at flying in formation with other aircraft, and he came and joined us on the Friday task. And he came and flew past me really close. I've got a couple of really good screenshots of him. And then he went and sneaked up on somebody else and got into such good formation that he actually flew inside his plane and then crept up through his cockpit. And I heard this, what the? I thought, yep, Jerry's at it again.
Maverick just overtaken.
Who've I overtaken? Oh, yeah.
I gotta put some trim into it.
Yeah, I've been very careful to cultivate my altitude on this flight. The only thing wrong with this AS33 is that the McCready thing is a separate needle. It doesn't convert the vario to a speed to fly.
True.
Yeah, that's the only fault on it, and audio as well, so that you could hear it.
Yeah, the DG I think does a good job of that from memory. It's been a while since I've flown it.
Yeah, if they've got that sorted on the DG, I'm definitely going to give it a go.
I think I'm also using an add-on panel for it as well.
Yep. Jack Bilbo or another mod?
Yeah.
Jack Bilbo, yeah, okay. Yeah, I've got all of his stuff. Man, that guy's done an excellent job of work, but then don't discount B21 either.
Yeah, yep.
B21's done an absolutely fabulous job, and the discus that he had in FSX was the most superb aircraft in that game.
think we need to have a few tasks specifically in the discus, or maybe non-flapped gliders. Otherwise, everybody just ends up
Yeah.
flying this all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need
Yeah.
class rules.
Exactly.
Well, we did a task once out of Lukla on the Friday flights to climb Everest, and you were encouraged to use a K7.
Ah, nice.
And we did. I mean, it was roll down the runway to lift off like a bungee launch. And within minutes, you were up at 15, 20,000 feet and heading for Everest. And we then did Everest and the four 8,000ers in the neighborhood as well, in K7s, most of us. One guy did it in that SG-38 glider.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I was mighty impressed. Oh, we're heading for the vineyard now. Anybody got final glide for the finish yet?
Yep. I think Bob does. I do. Greg would.
I've just about got final glide now.
Yeah, just be careful where the last, well, where the finish line is, okay? Because it's right on the top. You don't want to sell yourself short, okay?
Okay, so you got to
Give yourself
get
a
well up.
So it's a long way back to get another bit of lift.
Okay. We'll give
There's no way
ourselves a
around
much
it now.
better margin then.
In the wind too.
Vineyard Airport, okay.
10,000 feet, Maverick. You gotta.
You're flying to Melbourne.
Yep, I reckon I could find. No, I wouldn't be on final glide for there, but and Emil's caught up nicely as well. Oh, he's
Yep.
catching up.
Must have got some nice climbs because he was up over 12,000 there when I saw him before.
Yep. Yeah, I got some nice climbs as well. Very good. And some good glides. You know, long distance with that little glide ratio indicator going plus, plus, plus.
Mm.
There we go, and I'm trimmed one notch off of the stick shaker. On Mount Buffalo. Anybody been up Mount Buffalo?
No.
Maybe.
What's up there?
Wanting to take a visit to Mount Buffalo one weekend. Well, there's a sealed road that goes all the way to the top for starters, so it makes it very accessible.
I think they hang glide and paraglide off there
Yeah,
as well.
So who's got a course in the back pocket for next week?
I've got a couple.
I could give you be a few of them, but they'd be mostly ridge lift tasks.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
Happy to mix it up. And I am open and welcome to people that want to submit tasks.
Cool.
I.e. tonight, task courtesy of Greg.
Nice.
You're very welcome.
I made my first task last week through the middle of Italy.
Cool.
Nice.
We've been doing the Italian Lake District and then into Austria from there out to Salzburg. Nice flights.
It's a beautiful area, isn't it?
Oh, they've done it so well in Sim. But now New Zealand's looking pretty much like that now. So
Has much changed since they updated it? I flew a bit before,
Yeah,
but I
yes.
haven't flown since.
it
Yeah, the
has
level of
changed.
detail now is amazing.
Yeah, the mountain
Yeah.
texture and detail.
Yeah. They're using
Oh,
new
Marama
technology
Airfield, they've still got those 3-story tall sheds,
Mm.
which are not like that in real life.
It's in case you want to park the Caribou there,
Yeah,
not the gliders.
yeah. I'd love to know what's in those sheds. We're actually doing a New Zealand task on Friday or Saturday for Australia, and it's one that I did in real life. Follows the same course,
Well done.
and we don't have wave in MSFS, but the ridge lift will get you there. We got to 18,000 feet over Mount Cook.
Wow.
Pretty pleased
Oh,
with
yeah.
that flight. Yeah. So you can bet there's a minimum altitude of 18,000 feet over Mount Cook in the task as well. And I had a few guys saying, really? What's this for? So I said, go look at the photo of the real life glider that I've posted. You'll see what that's for. Porapunka, isn't that a military training ground?
No, you're thinking
What
of
was it?
Manual.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Yes. Pakapanil, yes, that is the one.
Made famous by a red gun. I think in their song.
Mm-hmm. Bob and I having an absolute drag race to the finish line.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's an F-18 in the mix as well.
Oh, yeah.
There's one more after. Is there one more after this one?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Porapunka and then finish line and Mount Beauty. Oh, some cruel sink on the way.
Yeah. You finished, Greg?
No, I've got a bit of lift.
I can see what you mean. There is a mountain that we've got to get over, isn't there?
Yeah, I'm about 5 kilometres from the finish, but I need to get over the mountain. I've miscalculated by a few hundred metres.
Yeah, we'll slow down a bit.
Learn from the wisdom from the leaders.
Yeah, that's good intel to have. Somebody just dropped out and back
As
again.
Paradude again.
Emil, man, I wish I could help him sort out his microphone and stuff. Okay, for a pucker, here we come.
He's gone again.
But he's still flying, which is the main thing.
Yeah, Eric's getting a bit low. He's at 2,000. Oh, he's going up.
I actually reckon if you're low, you'll get ridge lift, it'll carry you over that mountain.
It's kind of what I'm thinking and hoping for.
It'll help you. But if it wasn't for all those
I'm definitely
nameplates,
happy for
I reckon I could see over the top of that mountain, which means I'm made.
I'm getting 4 kilometres from the bloody finish. That's a shit.
What
What
happened?
happened?
I'll get the fucking mountain. That's what I should have.
Ah, that.
I was about 200 feet short.
Oh no.
Racing.
Don't do as I did.
Raced to the ground.
Yep, race it to the bottom.
So Bob's got 4,100. Where's glider guy Ben?
I've got 3,600
36.
and it's not looking terribly good.
Whereabouts are you, Ben?
9k's out.
Oh yeah.
There's a ridge in front of me,
Yeah.
and I need to get
Yeah,
some.
I'm 5.5 k's out. And I'm at 4,000 feet, and I reckon I'm just going to skim the top of the trees.
Yeah, there's no lift here, mate.
Well,
Unfortunately.
I'm in a lot of trouble then. I got 5,000. I just tend to turn point.
Find somewhere along the way to top up.
You're at 5,000 at
11 k's.
okay. Yeah. That might be enough.
I'm fly down now.
How do I slow this thing? Does it function F4 or something?
Just see over the top of that ridge.
Y and then F4 to go up.
Oh yeah.
If only the ridge lift worked on ridges with trees.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
There's just nothing.
Well, I'm getting occasional little bubbles and lifts, so I'm using them as best I can. But you know what? At this minute, I don't think I need to. Was that famous last words?
Yep. Bob, what altitude did you go over at?
I'm not quite there yet. I'm about
Oh, okay.
300 metres away, and there's a tiny, tiny bit of lift just before you get there.
Can you see the other side?
Yeah, I can see over the trees. I haven't made it yet. I'll tell you when I'm there.
All right, I've just slewed back up again so I can see you guys. You might be in a bit of trouble, Ben.
I am definitely in what you call trouble, because there's a great ridge here,
Yeah,
and there is zero lift on the ridge.
yeah.
Thank you, Microsoft.
Yeah, it's not entirely realistic. It's actually crazy because where I learned to fly, there was a patch of gum trees, Australian gum trees growing in South Africa. And you winch launched past them and you turned left and left again and you went over the top of them. And that was where the duty thermal lived,
Mm-hmm.
right on top of the gum trees. I reckon I'm going to skim the trees, but I'm going to skim at high speed.
I think the ridge is about 3,500, and I passed it at 3,600.
Yeah. Yeah, I was about 200 too short. I just clipped the top and went down.
Dumping. And there's a little bit of lift as you cross it.
Sigh.
Ah, hooray.
That was a good thermal, Ben.
That was a great thermal, wasn't it? I will concede there was no way I was going to be able to get out of that valley.
Yeah, I was watching there. Just there.
Shame, I was on for a good time. I was happy with that. Oh well. Sneaky task.
Yeah,
Somebody
it's
planted
not-
that hill, I'm sure.
I'm sure he did.
I did.
What height?
But it caught me
What
out
height
again,
did you-
so, know.
Task
What height
completed.
did you cross the ridge?
I went across at 36.
Okay.
I was significantly lower than that, I'll just say. But
Yeah, I still
on the
did
way
that
to the finish
three.
line, there's an awesome thermal.
Yeah. On the way back to the airport, you mean?
No, on the way to the finish line, like within the last kilometre.
Oh, yeah. Once you've crossed the ridge, yes, there's a beauty. Absolutely wonderful.
I'm still going up at 12 knots. Bloody hell. I'm so
Yeah.
glad I did speed flight there. And
Can you slew the thermal over to me?
did I get the V&E warning? Gold star! Yay!
Did you
Gotta
really?
print screen that.
Good.
Insect. Insect.
The task screen will also tell you if you slewed up. So there you go. That's good.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, and if you use motor, it'll tell you that as well. But you can't cheat anymore, fellas.
That's good.
It is good.
It always warned you if you slewed. It would tell you if you paused, if you slewed. Yeah. Now it tells you if you've gone over V&E.
You can cross the hill at 34.
Yeah, I didn't really take notice of what height I was when I crossed. But I did just skim the trees, but I was doing 240 kilometers an hour, so
This has got the new overspeed.
Yep.
Emil, yeah, Emil's making progress. Emil, if you're listening, buddy, you need 3,400 feet at the finish. About 1,000
That's
something
complete.
meters. Now, is it PG Airfield? There.
Couple of weeks.
Remembering to land after CCA 172, Greg.
What if glider guy Ben catches you?
No, I'm coming in hot. Just falling into formation behind Mav.
Okay.
Try not to hit his jet wash and go into a flat spin and disappear out to sea.
Stay with Hollywood.
I'll land on the grass on the left, so you can land either grass on the right.
You'll be right, mate.
I'll land on the left, yeah. Well, I'll land on the runway then.
I'll come in on a formation landing with you then.
Okay, I'm on the grass left.
Gonna turn in behind BR Flybob.
There we go. There we go. Pretty to
Just
watch.
beware of the fence.
Oh, there's a
around
fence
the
there.
airfield.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well,
just
I'll tell you what.
beware of that bloody fence.
I'm just going to dive in front of you then, skip the fence, hit the air brakes, and you'll fly right by.
Okay, I'm clear of the fence. There we go. Nice. Nice job.
Side of the fence that you land
The good side.
on. Oh yeah.
So we're just trying to roll it up to you, mate.
Very nice. Hey, that's a cool looking
Beauty.
livery there, Ben.
Man, that's not too bad. Oh, look at this. This is just awesome. Hey, come on, guys.
Right.
See if you can just plow into the mess of gliders.
Is all on the runway?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, screenshot time. This time the photographer's going to get a glory photo of you, Ben.
Okay.
Yeah, remember the last week he
No, I don't remember that.
yeah, he got he's kind of a shithead and he got a bad picture of you.
Hey, look at this. Pretty to watch.
It's unreal, isn't it?
Ooh,
Nice.
oh, straight over
ground loop.
straight over his wingtip.
And he reversed as well.
Oh, he's got a swatch watch. I like that.
They use grass right or grassland?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Just take the runway, mate.
Yeah.
As long as you don't land long, you'll probably be fine.
I can hear water.
Yeah, it's me.
Ducks.
Just having a tinkle.
Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I hope not down the glider's internal. Somebody was telling me about pulling the sock off of the control column and peeing down that. And then washing it out after, and I'm thinking, the corrosion, you got to be kidding. The corrosion would be horrendous. You could really ruin your glider that
Couldn't
way.
you just? Another beautiful landing.
Yeah, nice.
Excellent stuff.
Nicely rolled up and stopped.
All right.
Okay.
Is that everybody down?
No,
Emil.
Emil's still up, I think. It's just hit the
We get
drone
no
camera.
feedback from him.
Okay.
No voice saying, I'm at the 13-kilometer point.
And Eric 38110